And now, back to Voltron, defender of the universe.
Welcome, Voltron Fans, to the 10th anniversary of
10 years? That's a lot of years. That's like 9 plus 1.
Plus one.
Yeah, that's a lot of plus 1-ing, isn't it?
So, of course, I am Mark Morrell, your host for Let's Voltron, the official Voltron podcast, and...
I'm Greg Tyler, your co-host, and speaking of plus ones, we are so glad to have all of you plus ones here to help us celebrate the 10th anniversary of Let's Voltron, the official Voltron podcast.
For all of you who are at VoltCon, you are guests of this podcast that will air in December as our official 10th anniversary podcast. So, at the beginning of this, we are going to share a short little, about 11-minute video, and it's sort of a compilation of a lot of things we've done, but there's no possible way I could fit everything we've done in a short 11-minute video.
No, but I just have one question. Is there anything embarrassing in the video?
No, of course not.
Yeah, oh.
So let's kick this off the right way, shall we?
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.
I just wanted to thank you for another great year of the Let's Voltron podcast, and I hope you'll keep treating us fans for many years to come.
Hi, this is Mark Morrell and
Greg Tyler
from Let's Voltron, the official Voltron podcast.
Ready for this?
Born for this. Let's Voltron!
I like that. You got that, team? Let's Voltron!
I can do this for Voltron. It's time. Yeah. It's long overdue. Long overdue. Long overdue.
In that room when we all got together for the first couple episodes to record, and seeing Bex there and her being like, yo, the character's gonna be a girl. We're like, oh, that's awesome. And we can't wait till, like, the reveal was excellent too.
It's this feeling that, yes, you can accomplish a lot by yourself, but when you have people that are like-minded and love the same things as you, you can actually create something even larger and more amazing. And that's kind of, for me, that's what the idea of Voltron is, and coming together like Voltron, Team Unicorn. That's, you know, it's a thing. We know we're stronger together than we are apart.
And I promised her that I would promote them at Comic-Con, and she shipped them to me. Everyone, form Voltron!
That's awesome. Oh, wow. Never seen it from this angle before.
Well, Mark, tell us a little bit about your podcast if you want to tune in.
All right, well, if you want to go to letsvoltron.com, we have 113 episodes over the last 4 years that you're going to love. And we do things like interviews with the cast and crew. We do like all kinds of things about the Voltron merchandise you were talking about, Voltron events.
Oh, deep cut. Deep cut. You ready for this? This is like a B-side of a C-side. I was pushing for Daniel to be, oh man, you ain't gonna get this. Stride the Tiger Fighter from season 2. I was like, Daniel will be Stride the Tiger Fighter. Thank you! Right there, she gets it. Dang, VoltCon exclusive, drop it.
And a Russian guy, which was lots of fun. Oh, he's supposed to be a bad guy, but well, you think he's a bad guy because he's a smuggler and he does all these underhanded things, but actually he's a good guy.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Thank you.
Like, essentially, it's literally the definition of go big or go home, right? There's no point.
I say we love Voltron! We love Voltron! It's not working for me!
We did get letters from parents, saying what a thrill it was to be on the flight and what we had given to these kids. I mean, that moment meant more to me than anything with the Voltron series.
Wow, that's amazing.
I look back on it now, and it's almost like, we were doing a play in the room, and I miss it so much because now we're doing these one-offs. It's like ADR, which is sort of a different type of it's like dubbing and stuff, so Japanese animation. But it was like, the people who are in the scene stand up, and like the villain is being the villain and the hero is being the hero, and you're like doing a play in the room with everybody.
Yeah.
And and when those people are really real thespians and really good at what they do, as everyone was on Voltron, just made it a super pleasure, super awesome.
An itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun, and it dried up all the rain, and the itsy bitsy spider was unfortunately crushed by a tractor trailer.
Farewell, friend. Enjoy your Voltron.
Voltrons in a winter wonderland.
My daughter and my son came out and they said, Lotor's bad. I was like, I know. They were like, oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh man,
that's subjective.
You kissed Allura. Oh, poor Lance. Like, oh, you guys
They said the same thing Allura said. Like,
yeah.
Lotor's bad. Lotor's bad.
Lotor's bad. I felt like I was like, yeah, everybody knows that, you did.
Don't you use Twitter?
Yeah. Where have you been?
Tyler just roasting
Been bad since 1984.
Yeah, exactly. We're not reinventing the Lotor wheel here.
He was born bad. Yeah. Lotor.
I mean, look at him. Come on. He reeks of bad.
Welcome, Voltron fans!
I think of what Allura would say, but just, go, Blue Lion. She was like right up here, Keith, look out. Pidge. I got him.
Suddenly I'm on the phone with Lenny and Swizz, and we're talking about this song, and they're playing me this demo, and I'm thinking to myself, this is so cool and so front forward, the idea of because Voltron traditionally had sort of obviously been deeply inspired by Star Wars, and so they had the big orchestral kind of thing and that kind of thing. And one of the things Jeremy and Bob talked about was, let's make this modern, let's make this cool. So they were the guys who got Lenny Kravitz and Swizz Beatz, and they started playing me these demos, and I'm losing my mind. And here's a fun little story. So I'm talking to Swizz on the phone, and suddenly I hear a little voice come in. It's a child, right? And running, Daddy. And then I hear this other voice go, come on, baby, Daddy's working. I'm going, oh my God, is that? And he goes, yeah, that's Alicia.
Lotor, AJ Locasio.
You said it right. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And we have Josh Keaton, who plays Shiro. Hello. And we have Kimberly Brooks, who plays Allura.
Hello.
When we got this order for 78 episodes, you can make 2 or 3 episodes really awesome.
So when you say 78 episodes, when you were told the budget is for 78 episodes, what was your first thought?
Well, it was Voltron, so I wasn't going to say no.
So this is the Voltron maquette from Sideshow Collectibles. This is already the crown jewel of my collection, so...
Everybody get out there, support Voltron as much as you can, because that's the only way we're going to make new stuff happen.
up, guys? You are the best, and we love you all. Cheers from Hungary to the whole Voltron team. Yay!
I say Volt, you say Tron. Voltron, Voltron. Contact the pod. Yes, contact that pod. Is that a cow? What's the problem?
Thank you, Voltron staff, for making this amazing show! Thank you, Voltron!
We'll see you all next time on
Let's Voltron.
Let's Voltron! Let's Voltron! Let's Voltron! Let's Voltron! Let's Voltron! Let's Voltron!
Let's Voltron. Let's Voltron!
Great job, Mark. Yeah, thank you. Well, I couldn't have done this without one particular person that we're going to bring up to the stage right now. The original co-host of Let's Voltron, the official Voltron podcast, Jeremy Corray.
Coffee and spilling secrets everywhere. Who knew something? I sat around the office. I kept saying, that's a verb. Let's Voltron. You just repeat it enough. Yeah, like a marriage, and it becomes law. And next thing you know, we're on the phone with Swizz Beatz. And you've taken this, and I mean, this is just amazing. The 10 years flew by. All the people who touched Voltron, hearing Ted's voice brought me back. But the funny part was hearing John Delaney, director of Voltron Force, because I was on that call with Swizz Beatz. And we're there on the speakerphone, and he's like, yeah, Lenny Kravitz and I were just goofing around making a riff or something. I've got a riff MP3 in the back, maybe we'll use that. We're like, oh, cool. I mean, this is iconic. John Peterson from days of long ago. Oh my God, what's this gonna be? He's like, let me play for you. We put it on mute. What is happening right now? There's Y2K, it was delayed, and now all the machines are going on. You get back, and John Delaney's all like, oh man, that was awesome. I loved it. He's a Canadian. Yeah, God, it was great to see it. So we're like, yeah, no, Swizz, that's good stuff. We're gonna put that. That's an opening theme song to a cartoon. You know what? In the end, it was kind of cool.
I love that theme.
Yeah, well, not all the fans did. Particularly one named Ted Cutler. Maybe the biggest Voltron fanboy there was. He was the one let's put when they form and everything,
right.
let's put it in. So anyway, it's so fun, and it all works out, but it just shows you all the folks that came together like Voltron, right, and put all the pieces and have kept the love going, and that's what I got out of that, a lot of love and faces.
So why don't you tell everybody how we met and how we got rolling with this podcast?
Probably Toon Barn, right?
Yes, it was. So I had started writing episode reviews for Voltron Force on toonbarn.com.
I was like, please be nice.
Yeah, unpaid, of course.
Is any of this?
Never paid.
It's all about the love.
Never paid. So as a result of doing those, then my editor asked if you wanted to do telephone interviews. So I started doing telephone interviews.
Right. Let's jump on Skype.
And then obviously I got in touch with you guys.
Yeah.
And that was what we did first. And then it rolled into a interview that we did. We were trying to do it over a video stream kind of thing back
Early
then.
days.
Like Skype or something. And it just didn't work. and I apologized to you profusely. And I said, all right, that's it. I'm coming to St. Louis.
Really?
I'm going to do the official interviews there.
Intrepid reporter, Mark Morell.
Right.
That's hardcore. Little hat.
So you guys let me come out to Maryland Plaza.
Right. Security was waiting. It's fine. Come on in.
And we did some official interviews.
Yeah.
And after those were released and everything, we were starting to get the ideas around the podcast, but then you had came to me and you had come to me with the idea about writing the introduction for the 30th anniversary book.
Yeah, probably Viz Media, Tracy, and who published that? I mean,
It was Viz Media through what was it, Square?
Okay.
It was their imprint.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So Tracy Todd.
Yeah.
And then I started doing that, and around that same time was when I came to you with the idea. I think it was at New York Comic Con in 2013.
Yeah.
And then we had it all together by December of 2013.
Podcasts were early on then. And I remember when it premiered, it was on the front page of iTunes. It was a big deal, you know, trying to impress folks like, oh, no big deal. Like we could get, you know, number one on YouTube back in the day.
But back then, I didn't think I was going to be able to call it Let's Voltron.
Right.
Well, I thought Galaxy Garrison or something like that.
I remember some
you
other
know,
names, kicking around.
And then you said, why not call it just Let's Voltron?
Let's Voltron.
I said, I didn't think I could get that. Okay.
Why? We would cease and desist. Let's just do it.
So now calling it Let's Voltron, the official Voltron podcast, because we had somebody officially who worked at World Events Productions, creative director Jeremy Corray.
That's right. That's why I was fired. No, I was kidding.
The funny thing is, 1 week after our first episode aired,
really,
you came to me with the news about leaving.
I gotta go. Listen, we got some good folks lined up, and you're gonna do
ways off yet.
Yes, it's gonna be like American Idol. You just audition folks, turn the chair around. Now I knew you'd be a good dancer, and look what you've done with it. You've grown it, and fantastic. I just need to get you out of the nest.
We're up to 240 episodes. This
blows my mind.
10th anniversary podcast will be the 240th episode in 10 years.
Yes.
Thank you. Now, to get an idea about how long you'd have to listen from the first episode to the 240th episode.
How long was it, Mark?
Okay, so imagine you get in your car and you're in New York. Now, typically, New York to LA is about 3,000 miles, right? So imagine if you start going a mile a minute, 60 miles an hour in your car, leaving from New York, but going in the opposite direction, all the way around the world back to LA. Now you will have been able to listen to all of our podcasts while in your car.
I'm doing it.
New York to LA the long way around.
Rev up the RV. Let's do it. Who's coming with me? Let's go. We're going on a vision quest. We'll stop for some peyote.
So about the average time for one of our podcasts is about 1 hour and 36 minutes. We've had some that have gone all the way up to 2 hours and 47 minutes. That was some of our anniversary podcasts. But we've also had over 425 guests. Okay, and we've had so many Voltron fans. We've had producers, directors, writers, artists. We've had voice actors. We've had cosplayers. We've had fan artists. We've had, oh my gosh, like everything you can think of.
Sound effects, folks.
Who's the dream guest? I have a comment. Hi. Who's a guest that you just, the dream guest you haven't quite landed yet, or is there anyone that's on the list?
Well, it would have been nice to get Peter Cullen.
Sure.
We never got Peter Cullen.
Why not?
I don't know. It's just,
call my agent.
It's one of those things that never happened.
We had a semi worked up.
That's good.
But just some of the big ones, you know, just never got them.
Can you imagine Peter Keefe on this thing?
Yeah.
My goodness, what a showman. I mean, he would, I'll channel him for a second. Voltron had soul power. When I saw Voltron go lion, they sent the wrong tape. And I said, stop. You can watch this show with the sound off. And my beautiful mustache told me, this is the one. I mean, Peter Keefe was a showman, and I got to meet him briefly, before he passed, unfortunately. So you think of all the folks and who touched this. You know,
yes.
We're in the room, and voice actors tell those stories, but you can imagine all the cigarettes, smoking pizza, and making this thing. What an amazing series, though. I think that would have been an entry. He wouldn't believe all this stuff.
Right.
I know Ted couldn't process sometimes just the level of love for the show. So yeah, he would make it one.
And of course now we'd want to get somebody like, I don't know, Ross and Marshall Thurber.
Let's make it happen.
I would still love for us to chat with Todd Garfield sometime. Another dream guest of mine would be Jameson Brewer, the original writer.
Oh, no kidding, right? Yeah. I heard stories about that. He wrote Fantasia or something too.
Yes.
About that. Yeah, they said they'd go to his big mansion and there'd be like dogs running around and be like, I'm working on it, okay? I've got a typewriter right here.
All right, so one thing that we'd like to do right now is back when Voltron Legendary Defender was starting to end, we had done a special thing through Let's Voltron, the official Voltron podcast, where I put a request out to everybody around the world. And I asked them, can you send us short little videos thanking the producers and cast and crew of Voltron Legendary Defender for all the great work that they did on this show. And at the end of it, can you put your arms up? That nobody understood what that was about.
Yeah,
and I wasn't going to tell them.
I still don't know what that's about. I'm just kidding. An editing trick. What are you going to do?
So it was key to the song that I was using as part of the music video that I was going to make for this. But I made 2 videos. I made the music video, and then I made another video that was a compilation of all those 300 people from around the world that had sent it in. So I'm not going to play the long video. I'm going to play you the short music video.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's Voltron!
Good job, Marty. How long have you been working on that? You played the long game there, buddy.
Yeah, that video, compiling everything took me probably about 7 months.
Oh my goodness, well, great job.
Yep.
I can't tell you how wonderful it is to see younger fan base, because I mean, you got 10 years ago. Let's think about where we were 10 years ago.
Right.
You know, and if you would have predicted we'd have a Netflix series and just all the great new products and fan base, we really take inventory and, you know, applaud for yourself, because the Voltron fans have kept this alive. I mean, we're living in a dream world here, and I know there's always not enough. Where's our movie? Where's this? Where's that? We want the thing, but it's amazing, and to think this is a family-owned brand.
Yeah.
It's like a mom and pop robot shop. Okay? That's right. This is not some giant media company, you know, and it's all you guys. So it's really, I mean, this isn't Hasbro, okay?
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah.
So
congrats.
I wanted to let Greg know that Greg has been the co-host of the podcast since, what, 2014? 2015?
I still consider it an audition. I may come back. I don't know. He's doing okay.
So, but you've been on with me for over 180 of them? About that?
I would say probably.
At least.
Yeah, maybe 200.
Maybe 200.
40 something.
A couple beards ago.
And you've been a guest in several before that.
Right.
So yeah, that's pretty amazing.
And I also wanted to give a shout out to Shannon. Shannon Weir has been our top guest. Has been on the most times on the podcast, so thank you, Shannon.
A major tip of the hat to Michael French of Retro Blasting, who was the second co-host of Let's Voltron.
That's right.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
But I want to also let everybody know I could have never done this for the past 10 years without one special person. And that's my wife, Kim. Thank you, Kim.
And we're throwing shout-outs. We got a shout-out to Tiffany Alardi, who kept it alive. When I came to Voltron, it was out of a closet that was selling VHS tapes. Didn't even pull the tab. Could record over it for you analog nerds. And we were just making the web store come back to life, and just what products. And I said, what about some Voltron boxer shorts? And Form Blazing Sword. That's how I got fired the first time.
Do you remember when you did your man on the street interviews?
Yeah, for the Media Blasters.
Yes.
Yeah, just finding all that, and some fun times, and Sean and Meredith Maroney, the artwork was so fantastic, and those tins, getting that out was the rebirth of Voltron, so I got to, you know, do some bonus material, and that's when it all started, Voltron.com, like Flash or something like that. Chad's like, don't even talk to me about Flash sites. I was going to via Voltron Third Dimension when it was on angelfire.com. There was, that's what I'm saying, it's just so great to see it evolve.
Well, I also have to let you know, once Voltron Legendary Defender ended, you know, there is kind of a dry period that happens after that where we don't have people coming to us saying, hey, we'd like to get this person on the podcast, we want to promote this, that, and the other thing. But there was one special thing that came along within the last 5 years that really helped surge us forward again. It's like the second coming of Let's Voltron. Thanks to the people from VoltCon.
Yes.
So,
thank you, Voltron.
Can Patrick and Kevin come up here, please?
Oh, come on.
Can you guys come up, please? Come on.
You know you want.
They're tired. They're just tired.
We'll carry you if you
up
need.
late.
Is Patrick here, or is he somewhere else?
The post-VoltCon crash is coming. Might happen.
There he is. Thank you. Just go ahead and say you guys can share that microphone.
That's right, Joe.
That's right. Let's talk about drugs.
So, one of the things that happened in between Voltron Force and Voltron Legendary Defender. Watch yourself.
We'll edit that out. I can't sing anymore. I mean,
So, one thing that happened between Voltron Force and Voltron Legendary Defender was there was another dry period where there wasn't a whole lot going on, and a lot of people said that if it wasn't for the podcast, you know, we don't know what would have happened. And I'm not going to say that kept Voltron alive, but we all try to keep the flame going as Voltron fans all around the world, all the time. So what that one person said in that video that we showed at the beginning, let's all get out there and buy things from Voltron, because that's what's going to keep it coming, right? And supporting the shows that come out, or the movies, whatever, right?
Yes.
And it also means supporting the conventions that also come out.
Yes,
So
and the conventions happen.
we are one of the biggest believers that these conventions are the heart of Voltron, because this is where all the fans come together once a year to celebrate together. And that's what that coming together means. We try to bring people together on the podcast, but we can only bring together so many. You can bring more. And we're very appreciative of you for doing this. And we love having you guys on the podcast too.
We're so thrilled to be a part of it.
Yeah.
If you build it, they will come. and people have.
This is living proof.
Right.
But all that stuff matters on the business side. Some studio executive is going to go and they're going to look, right? What's going on with Voltron? I mean, it's sad but true. Probably a 22-year-old kid who's never, no offense to 22-year-old kids, doing brand management. And when they see that there's life in a brand, it isn't just about buying something on the web store, go buy something on the web store, but it's about showing a heartbeat behind it. So let's not even call it a dry period. Let's call it a lion layover. Because it's always, and when that movie comes out, you all will be there. You're no fair weather fans. And when they're like, I was there, that's when to celebrate. So again, 10 years ago. Where were you all 10 years ago? VoltCon was just a vision? How did this come about? 10 years ago, what was it you're doing?
10 years ago, I wasn't thinking about VoltCon. I didn't think about it until 2018 when I went to Gen Con in Ohio.
And you had a truly outrageous idea.
The first and only convention I'd ever been to.
Really?
Yeah. And then it was just designed like we have this, and it was small and intimate, and the nostalgia overflowed. And that feeling was so powerful. I said, let's just try it, see what happens.
Absolutely, yeah.
You don't know.
So about 10 years ago is when my bands were doing the most convention appearances, probably. So that I had been to a ton of conventions, and so I got to see like the big Gen Cons, and I got to see like the tiny, fan-run conventions, both, and I got to see, what was working and what wasn't working, and what really engaged people and what didn't. And so when you came along with your idea, I thought, I know how to do this. I've seen what works and what doesn't work, and between the two of us, we can figure this out and make it happen.
Right. Well, thank God I reached out to the right person. They do. They have all that experience, and I just went to one convention, and I was like, let's go for it, see what happens. I have no idea. I can sit at home and I can craft, and I can make buttons and magnets and whatever the hell, and posters, but there's a part I have no experience in. So
when you bring in all the hospitality stuff and just making people really feel like it's a personal experience, and everybody's a part of it, I feel like, I can do programming schedules all day, but that's the thing I think that keeps people coming back and wanting to be a part of it.
We're Voltron, man. My whole team, we all have our specialties, and that's what's so freaking cool.
Because people play to their strengths.
Yeah, I don't stop crying, and he doesn't stop laughing, but we all have our own strengths, and that's what's cool. When we come together, we put on this really freaking awesome show for you guys. I hope it's awesome.
It's awesome.
It's awesome for us.
So we have a special gift for you guys. We have T-shirts, magnets, stickers, and pins. So one for you.
All right.
That one's yours.
Okay, great.
And that one's yours.
Thank you.
And they have the pins and magnets and everything inside.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
It's clothing and a package all at once.
That is amazing.
Yeah, you're putting your heart and soul into this. It's great to meet your family up there supporting you.
Yeah.
I say we all rally together, make this even bigger and better next year. Get some voice act. We have to, in this lion layover.
Yes.
40th anniversary, baby.
Defend the universe. Yes. So I just want to raise chickens in an urban setting. Order some pizzas. That's my life calling, really.
So one other thing I wanted to let everybody know, we have a special going on right now.
It's your big roll out.
So these t-shirts that I just gave to Patrick and Kevin and the ones that we're wearing, and we also have some magnets and stickers and pins here for all of you. And we also wanted to let you know that this design is also available on our TeePublic store. If you go to teepublic.com/store/let-s-voltron-podcast, you can use the code 10 years at checkout and get 30% off.
I'm glad the code was shorter than the URL.
Yes. You can also search for Voltron and find us on the site. It's okay.
Who did the artwork originally? I can't remember.
So originally I had been involved with the Orange FM, and that's how we started, because we started on a network that was with Orange Podcast and then also Bad Wolf Radio. And that was just a couple of friends of mine at work. And the guy who ran the network had commissioned an artist to do the 8-bit Voltron for us.
Yeah.
So we were very thankful for that, because that has been, wow. I'm not going to change that up, but for the 10th anniversary, I had to do something special that was a little bit different, but include that same 8-bit Voltron.
We can go 16-bit. 32 more colors.
Yes. Someday we'll be at 254 colors.
Really bad polygons.
Yes.
But what I would like to do is, and I just wanted people to know, there's 240 episodes out there on letsvoltron.com, over 370 hours of Voltron love.
Use the search utility on there to find people that you want to listen to, because when you got 240 episodes, it's hard to scroll through that. But we've interviewed so many people and covered so many things. Please use the search and use the force, the Voltron force.
Wow.
So I would like people to start lining up over here, if you could, behind here. What we're going to do is we're going to get you on the podcast, because my beautiful wife Kim is right there recording the podcast. And we would like just to give you your name and where you're from, and we'll give you a sticker or a magnet or a pin.
It's like the forum, come to life.
Who was a member of the Voltron.com forums from back in the day?
There we go.
And give your screen name if you want from the old forums. That'd be cool. I was Galaxy Garrison. That was mine. And then changed it to Dudley Corray. Yes.
Evil admin.
Okay. Here you go. And go ahead, get on the mic. Go ahead.
Tara Scully. I'm from Edison, New Jersey, but now currently in Huntsville, Alabama. Been on the podcast and miss you guys, love you guys. And
Were you on the original forums?
yes, I was.
And what was your screen name?
Do I have to say it?
You don't have to if you don't want to. Find it anyway.
Keith Scroll 98.
Yeah!
By the way, Sven, I still love you.
Sven loves you too.
All right, come on up.
Watch your step.
Hello, Elizabeth Cox from Ravenna, Ohio. Long-term fan, don't actually have it, but been on the podcast. Sporting the Pidge original. I hope everybody's having a great time. Let's Voltron!
Wow.
Hey, you guys are free to say let's Voltron. Oh, okay. There you go.
Hi, my name is Marika Levine. I'm also known as Mom Voltron. Thank you. Originally from England, now I live in Delaware, and been on the podcast once. Love to do it again. And you guys are awesome. You guys. So remember, let's Voltron.
All right. Thank you.
Nancy Trusellick, and I'm from Liberty Township, Ohio. I was on the original forum as Lady Allegra, collector extraordinaire. And I have been loving Voltron since it first came on in 1984, and love it even more today. And just surrounded by all of these wonderful people is amazing. Let's Voltron!
So I'm Jason, I'm Nancy's husband, and I'm a huge supporter of this because it makes her happy. thank you guys for making this happen, because that kind of family actually needs to happen in this world a whole lot more. Nice job. Let's Voltron!
Partners, take note.
I'm Susan Caraway from Jasper, Indiana. I found these guys after Legendary Defender, and they are just so awesome. And this is a wonderful convention. It's my first time here, so thank you very much.
I just want to give a special thank you to Susan. She sends us an anniversary picture with me and Greg on it every year, so I want to thank you.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're the one. Thank you so much.
I'm the crazy girl.
I just made the connection. How slow am I? I'm Slowtron.
All right, thank you.
I'm Natalie Sykes from Bonne Terre, Missouri, and I just wanted to say it is such an honor to stand up here with you guys. You are truly inspirations to me and everything that I do.
Thank you.
Let's Voltron.
Marky Ramirez from Paducah, Kentucky, and I want to thank you guys for keeping the flames alive, and hopefully we'll turn into a big fire. Let's Voltron!
I'm Paula. I'm from Frankfort, Kentucky, and I just wanted to say thank you for all the work that you guys put in. We can see the love and dedication to this. Sorry, hormonal. So thank you, and let's Voltron.
Hi, I'm Patty. I'm also from Paducah, Kentucky. And it's, like she said, it's been an honor coming here and seeing you guys. And now you made me hormonal. And it's always been a blast. And let's Voltron.
Yes.
Eric Stalker, mascot of VoltCon, Columbus, Ohio. I just want to say the past 5 years have been probably the best of my life. Getting to know you guys. Mark and Greg, same. Thanks for having me on your episode. And looking forward to many, many more. Thanks for all the friendship, guys. And let's meet. He made it.
Lynn Fay from Akron, Ohio. Let's Voltron.
Hi, I'm Pete White from Pittsfield, Massachusetts, also one of the admins on the Voltron Toys and Collectibles Facebook group. And I've met some of my best friends here at VoltCon. You know, been here for the past 5 years and have loved all 370 hours of the podcast. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for everyone who comes. Keep supporting this, keep supporting Voltron, and let's Voltron.
Hello, I'm Jason Kaler, and currently I live in Houston, so we made the flight up here just for this. This is year one for me at VoltCon, but I've been a lifelong Voltron fan. I have a pretty extensive toy collection, and with some other people here, we have an extensive toy collection, and we started our own Facebook kind of messenger. And we talk about toys and we say, hey, this toy is going on sale, this one's going to be posted at the store, or this one's on eBay, or we can get this. And now there's a prototype being sold through the Voltron store from one of the other super fans. You know, and we're just putting our ideas together. And I think what you're doing, I found some of your pictures online, Dudley Droolright. And we've had conversations about toys over the years. Pete with his group, and those guys, all the stuff they posted over the years that made me decide I wanted to come out here. So I'm really glad I got to come in and experience this. So thank you. Now let's Voltron.
Hey everybody, I'm Melissa Fritz. I am dating Jason, who just introduced himself. So I'm a huge newbie, and I don't know a huge amount. I'm still trying to learn and watch the shows and understand everything about the toys, and you guys have just been like so welcoming. No one's been toxic about how little I know. Everyone's just been really willing to like share everything, so I really appreciate it. So let's Voltron.
Hi guys, my name is Cindy Hand, and I used to have money and space, and then the Voltron store promoted these guys, and I normally do not ask my husband of anything, but I was like, we gotta go. I didn't ask him, it was not an option, I was just putting him on. So, but you guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. You're amazing. I first saw you in New York Comic Con.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yes.
And everything is amazing. So, let's go Voltron!
Hi, I'm Shannon Elise Muir-Broden, known professionally as Shannon Muir. Originally from Cheney, Washington, currently from Glendale, California. And as they mentioned, I have been the most frequent guest on the podcast. But there's something I wanted to say to every single one of you on the stage right now. Thank you in every way, from starting the podcast with Mark, Jeremy, to the two of you having me on the podcast, to Kevin and Patrick having me at all the VoltCons that I've been at. Thank you for allowing me to remain part of the narrative. Mark and Greg, before you reached out to me to be on the Third Dimension show in 2015, I thought I'd never be in touch with Voltron fandom again. This has meant an awful lot to me. Meeting everybody that you just heard, I value this so much, and without all of you, that wouldn't be possible. So thank you.
Thank you, Shannon. Thank you very much. So we're coming to the end here because we're losing time.
Time that hard drive's running out.
Right. So I just wanted to, again, thank everybody here at VoltCon. Thank all Voltron fans around the world, because you guys are what make this happen. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you to everyone who's made VoltCon a reality, because you guys have done an amazing job bringing fans together from around the world as well. Any small part any of us can do is a labor of love, and gosh darn it, we love you all. So whether you're here with us in person, or you've ever watched our YouTube videos on the YouTube channel, or checked out the podcast in audio formats over the years, thank you all so much. This means a huge, it's impossible it's not possible to overstate how much we appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you.
Yeah. I just applaud all of you for being so inclusive and welcoming, and you know, no matter how you started loving Voltron, just seeing that line, right? Whether it was Legendary Defender or going back to Voltron 3D or 1984, let's show fans what love can be, right? Because there's so much toxic things going on in fandom lately that, like, let's show them the Voltron folks are the entire definition of coming together, you know? So I say just keep it up and keep that love going, because it's supposed to be an escapism, and it means something to everyone. And when we all hear whatever our Voltron is, it really touches us, right? You know, just hearing it from days of long ago brings you back, right? So you know, and the love that you putting into it, and I don't think there's millions of dollars being exchanged here, maybe some Bitcoin, but my goodness, the hard work and labor, and you saw it in that. So just encourage everybody reality for another 10 years and beyond. We'll be here talking about, then the legendary Defender fans will be talking about these new school folks. Yeah, I haven't seen the hologram series yet, but I will. Catch up on some stuff.
All right, thank you, everyone. Let's Voltron!
Let's do one more thing real quick. It is really difficult to get people to say "Let's Voltron" at the end of the podcast in sync when people are at different locations. But since so many people are here right now, Mark, do you want to do the? So we typically end the podcast where Mark says, "And we'll see you all next time on," and then everyone says, "Let's Voltron." So let's let Mark do the traditional exit.
Okay.
And let's let everyone up here on stage, out there, at the right moment, shout "Let's Voltron." Here we go.
Here we go. And we'll see you all next time on